So, my aunt married a criminal. I will forever refuse to call him uncle because of how he fucked my family up and how he screwed everything up. This man was scum. He cheated on his wife on a public dating app. He exploited my aunt, and at the time that his 12-year-old stepson, my cousin, turned to drugs, and he disrespected my family overall. One time I was at their house, and my mom had come to pick me up after staying over theirs. As she entered the door was blocked by police coming into the apartment. Myself, my cousin, and my mom had to sit in the front room while the police raided the house. It turns out that this scumbag had stolen some important possessions, credit card, cash, etc., from a lady's house that he had been cleaning in. I was 9 years old at the time, and my cousin was 7. Both he and I were terrified. We had warned the aunt not to marry this man because we knew from the beginning that he was bad news. All in the very moment that we met him. But she didn't listen. She chose this prick over her family, but over her son too. My cousin was like my brother, and I always blame myself for not doing more to help. Hey. I read this line where you said that you always blame yourself for not doing more to help. Man, you were like the last person whose responsibility it was to help there. That's an adult's responsibility. You never put pressure on someone else that young to try and sort something like that out. So, it's hardly fair to blame yourself for that. I lived near a newly built car wash, and the owner had 3 kids that would come with him. I made friends with them, since it was an industrial part of town and no other kids lived nearby. There were a set of twins, a boy and a girl, a year older than me, and a girl a few years older. I was closest friends with the boy, therefore I consider him my best friend. We were playing hide and seek one day, and I was seeking. I was looking all over for them for what felt like forever. It was getting dark, and I headed up front, and I noticed their minivan was gone. The next evening, my mom and dad sat me down at the table. They pulled out a newspaper and showed me an article. I couldn't read at the time, but they explained to me how my friends were in a car accident, and the boy died. The mother and the 2 sisters were there. They were injured, but they survived. I only saw them a couple of times after the funeral. They were a happy-go-lucky family before, and the last time I had seen them, they were melancholic at best. I hope they are doing well today. The person who I thought to be my best friend died when we were 13 years old. Let's call her A. That would be the memory that fucked me up the most, especially because her mother forced me, a 13-year-old kid, to become emotionally responsible for a grown-ass adult. This precisely became the reason why I got into therapy for so many years. I developed serious self-esteem issues and a complex of always feeling insufficient. The worst part about this is that when I turned 19, my friend's mom called me only to tell me that A never actually liked me, that she felt sorry for me and that I was the reason as to why she was nice to me. But at the end of the day, she would always come home to complain how clingy and stupid I was. It was pretty clear from the very beginning that A's mom pitied me for suffering so much for someone that did not care a single bit about me. So, she thought that making me carry her burden to make me feel important was a brilliant idea. It was not. Definitely it wasn't. And I had been fucked mentally for a great part of my life. I'm laughing my ass off as I type this.